Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at Drakkar Noir. So, Drakkar Noir by Laroche. Little story, this is not this bottle, but this perfume is the first perfume that I ever bought for myself. And I saw it at Pharmaprix or Shoppers for those that are Canadian. Nice little 30 ml for $20. It's cheap, and I was like, could be nice to have my first perfume in my collection, so I bought it. And now I'm gonna review it for you. So let's start with the bottle. Drakkar Noir written on front. Guy Laroche, Eau de Toilette, Vaporisateur. This bottle has a lot of information. Has all this at the back. There's nothing in the bottom. On top, there's the logo. I don't know if it's the logo for Drakkar Noir or Guy Laroche. Anyway, there's a logo on top. Box is pretty basic. Some pattern on it that you can feel. In Drakkar Noir. Nothing on the top and the side. And the info here, there. So now for the smell. First thing I get, it's a little bit of soapiness. On paper, on my skin, I feel it a little bit more, especially in the beginning, but it fades really quickly. Smell a lot of lemon. Maybe a bit of bergamot. And it's really herbal. I'm not sure I'm picking this up, but there's lemon verbena or verbena, something like that, in the perfume, and I think it kind of mixed with the lemon to give it a little bit of herbalness. So this perfume, other notes that I pick up that I don't pick up on paper, it's oak moss, and it's an 80 fragrance, so obviously I'm gonna pick up oak moss as every one of them. I pick up a little bit of lavender, which probably helps with the soapiness of it. And I get some pine also. There's other note, but it's really subtle. This is what I pick up the most. And the way it reacts on my skin, really it's soapy and lemony in the beginning. And then it's the lemon, it fades really quickly. But the soapiness, if it's really hot outside, it disappears really fast. And if it's not hot, like during winter, it stays soapy through its whole life. I don't know what makes this, why summer makes it less soapy. There's maybe the factor also of the air. When the air is colder, it's drier. Maybe there's some smell that are harder to smell or easier to smell when the air is hotter and more humid. The longevity is average. A good 5 hours, you'd be able to smell it on you. Not necessarily the whole projection, but the whole life of the perfume. Projection is good. I would say a little bubble around you. People will be able to smell it. And for the complete note breakdown, top notes are rosemary, artemisia, lavender, basil, lemon verbena, bergamot, lemon, and mint. Heart notes are coriander, carnation, cinnamon, juniper, jasmine, angelica, and wormwood. And the base notes are leather, sandalwood, fir, amber, patchouli, oak moss, vetiver, cedar, pine, and resins. And something I forgot to say in the smell, for me, the smell it has is the smell of a forest. If I smell it, maybe not on paper, because there's still the lemon and the soapiness. But if I close my eyes, I smell it. It feels like in a forest. It feels like, especially in summer, in fact, because in winter it keeps soapy smell. But in summer, it really smells like what it will smell inside of a forest, and I really love it. It's really a nice fragrance. And now, where would I see this fragrance? I would think it's a nice business fragrance to wear if you go see clients, if you go in a meeting. It's a good fragrance for this. The little forest vibe, woody vibe, the projection, the 80s vibe. I think it's a nice type of business fragrance. For a date, I don't think it will be so good. It's the 80s vibe. It's the opposite. It's like not, it's dated. It doesn't smell dated so much like other old school fragrance, but it still has a little bit of feel of being dated because it's an 80s fragrance. And it doesn't smell dated. It smells still good, new, and renewed. It was probably reformulated somehow, so some notes are less powerful for different reason. But it's not the kind of fragrance that people are used to these days. It's not like Sauvage, 1 Million, and those things. So even though if you don't like these and you're more into other fragrance, it doesn't have the little sweetness, the little like rounded edge that dating fragrance don't need but usually have. Now, for the season, I would say that it can be a good fragrance for winter. Most 80s fragrance are good for winter, but as a 80 fragrance, it doesn't project as much as usual. As a normal fragrance, it does project a lot, but it's just not as much as things like Coram or Bigen for Men, for example. So for summer, if you like 80s fragrance, it will be a great fragrance because also the soapy smell disappears. So it smells good. It smells better. Personally, I don't like soapy fragrance. I mean, if I want to smell soap while I take a shower, if I want to smell perfume, I put perfume, not the opposite. But it's just my point of view. But anyway, it will be a nice fragrance for summer because it will project, but not as much as other 80s fragrance. And you won't choke yourself. You won't choke other. Really, you can pull not like 20 spray and stuff, crazy stuff like that, but a good 5 spray on you. You can put it and you won't choke yourself out if you go outside in the sun. And as a everyday fragrance, it could be good. It's still not the usual fragrance, but its soapiness makes it a good everyday fragrance. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's the case, well, like and share. If you ever tried Drakkar Noir or any of the other flankers of Drakkar Noir, just write in the comment and tell me what you think about it. So thanks for watching and see you soon.